are here at the Together We Care conference. How many years have you been coming to this show?
This will be our 5th year now.
Wow. And we're always across from each other. We reserve the same booths. How has it been this year compared to the other years?
Yeah, all the years are great. It's a great opportunity to see the clients once again face-to-face, shake hands, and anything new that we may have to present to them as well.
Excellent. So now your main product is what? What do you sell?
So we manufacture evacuation chairs.
Okay.
And power stair climbers.
And so how do they work? What's the difference between any other type of chair? Basically?
For sure.
Yeah.
So just to give you a little overview, Evac Chair North America has been around for over 40 years now, since 1982. Original designer and inventors out of New York. And the difference is it just has different weight capacities. Some are manual, some are battery operated. And the idea of the chair is to evacuate people from a facility. Anywhere there's stairs, to get people down and out in emergencies. Now the power stair climber can be used to go up and down by battery operation. And yeah, that's a little brief overview of who we are. We got some great stories. When you're ready, I can share them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, just so I understand, so like a patient or a resident would sit in the chair, and what kind of person needs to be able to lift this? Like, is it heavy? What's the compensation for the weight?
Yeah, so there's no lifting required.
Okay.
As long as a person's able-bodied and able to maneuver the chair, they'll be able to use it on the stairs. It uses friction technology on the tracks, so in reality, like I said, there's no lifting or pulling required. You're using a technology that allows, with the weight of the person, to activate the tracks, and you can go down the stairs nice and smooth, and you have control, so if you do need to stop, you can also stop.
And so are homes are required to have these chairs? Like, what's the compliance mandate for them to have these evacuation chairs?
So in Canada, there's no law, but the AODA or the NFPA, so the National Fire Protection Association, or the AODA, which is focused on people with disabilities, do recommend having evacuation chairs for emergencies. So there's no law here. There is some states in the U.S. that do have laws to have evacuation chairs.
And so what do people do if they don't have them? How do they work that problem?
So that's a great question that we always ask. And usually what they're going to tell you is we wait for the fire department, or we put them in a refuge area. The problem with that is there's a lot of variables.
Yeah.
And truth be told, a fire department, when they arrive to a scene where there's an emergency, their job is to focus at the emergency, the fire, the gas leak, whatever it is. They're going to save lives because they're heroes. But how beautiful is it when they arrive, they're told everyone's out. Because if not, what happens is they're going to risk their lives, the person waiting, and maybe somebody's waiting with that person. So all these lives are in danger that could have been avoided by just getting them down and out.
Wow. And so is there a level of training that is required to work the chair? Like, what does your company provide related to that? Yeah.
So we have tons of online free videos because, like I said, it's very easy to use. Some facilities will require or do request a live training in person or a virtual training. So it is very easy to use the chair.
Okay, excellent. Now, you said you had stories. So what are some examples where the chairs come in and it's maybe higher profile and it's been a success story?
Well, a sad tragedy, the 9/11 towers. Thankfully, though, our chairs did save people's lives. It was actually he was actually interviewed on Q107, John Abruzzo. He was saved from the 68th floor. He was in a power wheelchair that weighed 600 pounds, the wheelchair. How do you bring down that wheelchair 68 floors down? So thankfully they had installed our evac chairs on every floor of every stairwell, and on that day they were able to transfer him to our chair and take him down 68 flights of stairs, and he's alive to tell the story. And our chairs are actually at the 9/11 memorial as well. Yes, they are.
Wow! What a great story in a terrible moment.
Terrible moment, yeah.
So now, was that the electric model? Like, what was that?
No, so that was manual. So the manual one is used mostly to evacuate because you can go faster, right? The battery one is mostly used for places that have elevators or lifts or have basements. Elevators break all the time. And if you have somebody in a vulnerable situation, it can be somebody with a visible or invisible disability, right? Somebody in a wheelchair is visible, but invisible can be you or I. We may have asthma, heart problems, knee surgery. What if it's a pregnant lady? There's so many things that one does not think about, that if there's an emergency, how do you get them out of that building when the elevators are not working?
So this, you would recommend it even if you only have one set of staircase to go, right?
We see people with 4 steps, 5 steps that will purchase it, because if it's somebody in a disability, you will need 4 people to bring down that wheelchair. Not always will you have 4 people. Right?
And so do you, now I know sometimes there's been, we talked about recently about a case in the U.S. where there's been some lawsuits where some properties didn't have them. There was no incident yet.
Yeah, I'll give you one though.
Okay. What?
So actually out of New York, and there was a girl in a wheelchair.
Okay.
And this is the crazy part. It was a fire drill. Now, we know in the U.S. you can sue for a lot of things. So there was a fire drill at the high school. They told her to wait on the second floor in her wheelchair because it was only a drill. The parents found out, sued the school board for $26 million. They won for discrimination. Then by the order of the DOJ, we got an order for one chair. And if you're wondering, a chair costs about $1,500.
Wow. They could have avoided all of that.
Yeah.
Wow. So now where do people find out about your product?
Yeah, so if you Google us, Evac Chair, you'll find us everywhere online, social media. Our website is evac-chair.ca. We are Canadian-based. We have offices around the world. So if anyone is watching this that's not in Canada, we have offices all over.
You ship all over?
All over the world.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to seeing you next year across the booth, and hopefully you have a great show for what's left.
Thank you for your time.
Good talking to you.
Take care.
Awesome.
Oh, hopefully it was okay.